Okay, I think that's everything. Means now I can go all the way to here. There we go. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the show that almost kind of maybe didn't happen because we're very disorganized today. Welcome to the show, the second in a series. We need to have this out of the camera shot and maybe then it'll focus on me more. Am I focused? It's hard to tell if it's going to focus on me or not. Howdy! Hello, how are you? Happy to see you all. I feel focused. So I worked from home today, and my wife did not work from home today, even though she usually works from home today because she had to go do things. Because it was like work-related, you have to be there, things to do. And a bunch of other stuff has happened, and I've been home by myself, unsupervised, and trying to decide if it's just that I was feeling chilled and hot because I didn't wear any pants upstairs and it was cold. And then it warmed up, and we're up in the second floor, so I didn't turn the fan on until just a little while ago. I think I'm okay. We think we're okay. We're all fine here. How are you? We're all fine. Oh my goodness me. So yeah, this weekend is Clayfest, which is a big ceramics festival in New Braunfels in Green, the city of Green, Grune, Green. You can look it up online, Clayfest, I believe. Well, if you look up Clayfest and in Texas, you'll find it. It'll be there. And we're gonna go see some friends who have come in from far and wide and are staying nearby. And we're gonna go wander around, and we're going to remember to pack some folding chairs and some tables and a cooler with drinks and ice packs so that we don't have to spend $47 every time we get tired and need something to drink. It's doing a festival the right way. If you do festivals, you understand what I'm talking about. So this show is the show before early Thanksgiving with my wife's family. And then we have Steampunk November, which is the weekend of November 13th. And I'll be doing 6 shows, I think, up there. We will see how that all goes. I'm going to be doing some songs I have not done. One that is fairly new and a few that I have not done in a while because I need to practice them. Including the gothiest song I have. I really only have like one gothy song, and we'll get to the gothy song in a moment. But I figured we'd just start with Good Morning morning, Teppo. Our man in Finland has arrived. Are you up ridiculously early for your time? It's a little... I cannot do math in my head right now. I am completely and utterly math deficient. So this is what I like to refer to as the pointless drinking song. Because it is pointless. And I did it last week, and Amy felt like it had gone a little bit long, so I'm going to try it again and just skip a verse and leap straight into the chorus, because why not, yeah? Song 1. It's oh my god early in Finland. It is technically tomorrow. He's ahead of us. We will have to catch up. Oh, this song, it has no purpose, no reason at all to be sung. But if you will all sing it along with me, then I will not feel quite so dumb. Yes, I will not feel quite so dumb. I'm told that a song that lyrics should have lyrics which tell us a story in tune. But these lyrics are all about the song, which messes things up pretty bad. Yes, it messes things up pretty bad. Oh, this song, it has no purpose, no reason at all to be sung. But if you would all sing it along with me, then I will not feel quite so dumb. Oh, I will not feel quite so dumb. I'm not sure if I was tired or just loopy when I wrote this. Let's see. I guess we have come to the end now. This figures to be the last verse. Considering how awkward this all has been, I'm grateful it didn't get worse. Yes, I'm grateful it didn't get worse. For this song, it has no purpose, no reason at all to be sung. But if you will all sing it along with me, then I will not feel quite so dumb. Yes, I will not feel quite so dumb. Oh, this song, it has no purpose, no reason at all to be sung. Yeah. But if you will all sing it along with me, then I will not feel quite so dumb. Yes, I will not feel quite so dumb. Olay! Yes. Porpoise. I am looking at the date, which is up in that corner, and it is cut off. And I feel kind of dumb because, inevitably some part of this site gets out of control. It really was all organized at one point. I'm fairly certain about it. But, it's like right there. It looks like it's cut right off right there. See, it's cut off right there, even in the ranting and gibbering portion of our program. So I'm going to try and very gently adjust it. We'll see how this goes. It could go horribly. Oh, wow. Check this out. It is actually just bound and determined to cut that off. Well, I'll fix it. We'll fix it later. We're okay with that. Which leads me to the next song I'm going to sing. Now, this song was written because I realized that I was going to be going to Steampunk November. And the first time I performed as a musician in Steampunk November, I was on Saturday night playing just before Voltaire. Voltaire. I remember the last name. I'm rubbish with everything else. So I can technically say that I have opened for Voltaire. And I may very well open for Voltaire again, because if they put me on the same stage, it is the smaller stage, which is adjacent to the giant stage that Voltaire and other big-name acts perform on. Now, for all we know, that won't happen. They'll tuck me away somewhere, put me in a shoebox or something. But because I am performing near Arch-Goth dude Voltaire, I was somewhat inspired to write a song, and I was actually more inspired to write a song because of the internet, because as we know, the internet writes a lot of my songs. And in this case, there was somebody posted something about how they weren't looking for a soulmate. What they were searching for was an Arch-Nemesis. And I thought that is an awesome, awesome concept for a song. And so I wrote it, and I discovered a couple of things. Initially, I discovered that the chords that I had to use were not cooperating, because what would happen is that I would start, and I realized that the only chords that would work with this were B and G, and you'll understand why in a minute. And then I had an epiphany, because I remembered that this is B, and for those of you who play guitar, it's the same fingering as if F on a regular guitar. Those of you who don't play guitar, it's just hard. But it's difficult to jump from here to here and back. It can be done, but I don't have that kind of talent. And I remembered something. Because F is 2 fingers, right? So this is F, F sharp, G, which means that if I move my middle finger over one string, suddenly I can do that. And I thought that was pretty awesome. And this is how people learn how to do these things. So learn from my suffering. Find the easiest way to do everything. Because if you don't, you will pay one way or the other. The other thing about this song is that it's not a song that I can project on too much, because it's right down at the end of my register. I'm going to try and cheat. And we're going to get the microphone in just a bit. Cardioid, singing at the bottom of the microphone in this case. So it would be the top, but it's the bottom of the microphone because it has this big dome here. And this song is called... Come back here. I just made all of the screens go away because I'm special like that. Searching for my Arch-Nemesis, a warm-up for Steampunk November. There's also 2 ways to pronounce the word. I'm searching for my Arch-Nemesis. Don't want another soulmate, it's just too much fuss. I'm searching for my Arch-Nemesis. Forever war begins with just the 2 of us, and through the ages we'll fight forever. No matter what, we will be together. If that ain't love, then I don't really know what is. I'm searching for my Arch-Nemesis. A soulmate's too much trouble, I'll just take a miss. I'm searching for my Arch-Nemesis. A mutual loathing brings mutual bliss. They always say that love is a battlefield. Let's skip the love and get right to what is real. You thwart my plans and I'll thwart your plans back to bridge. Could use a filter. Probably. A flange. I'm searching for my Arch-Nemesis. We'll be joined together in adversarial bliss. I'm searching for my Arch-Nemesis. Our destinies are linked, always comes down to this. And whether I have the high ground or low ground, I always want that person to be around. My anchor in the seas of uncertainty. I know that you are out there somewhere, floating high above the clouds or in an underground lair. Know that you are out there somewhere. Our rivalry will flourish beyond all compare. And through the ages, our fights will be told in song. No never ending, they'll just go on and on. Loathing is love if you hold it long enough. So, with added gravelly voice, brought to you by allergies. That's right, allergies. Because I have phlegm. I've got some phlegm, jolly, some phlegm. I got some phlegm, and it's all in my throat. Olay. So, we'll now hydrate. Thank you. One day, I will hook everything up electronically so it's not just this microphone that's picking up everything. So I have a microphone for my voice, I have an amp for this thing, a preamp, and probably some pedals and stuff like that. Now, I'm not doing it right now for two reasons. One, it's a lot of work. And three, I have always had a very DIY aesthetic when it comes to being Tobias the Adequate. Because I put this stuff together as best I could over the past few years, with some compliment and help from actual musicians that I know, and I thank you all. If you see this, you know who you are, and if you don't know who you are, I'm not going to tell you. So there. Oh, now, yeah. This next song is one that was written for Teppo at the request of Richard, because Teppo is our man in Finland. And it was Teppo who inspired the song Helsinki, which I'm not going to play today, but I will probably play at Steampunk November because I'll have, amps and stuff, and I can be change the dynamics of me singing instead of, projecting like mad into the microphone. I wrote It's Snowing in Helsinki based on a picture that Teppo sent of a rail station in Helsinki that was being slowly buried under a big, comforting layer of white stuff. And then Richard said, hey, can you do a song about Teppo? And I had this chord sequence in my head and written down already. And thankfully, I was able to find the right words to go with it. It is often the case that I will write words and then I will write music, or I will write music and then I will write words. Only in a perfect storm do they all come together at once. Welcome to the creative process, I guess. You might also hear something a little different, long-time listeners, live or in reruns, because I am big in syndication. I'm going to do the F, a straight F, instead of an F with this add, because I'm not sure we're getting enough use out of that extra additional note there. But anyway, our man in Finland. And yes, it does sound like a motorcycle. And yes, there's a reason for that. Long nights, cold days, up north, just a ways, blind cyclist through the dawn. Got his goggles and his helmet on. He's a man in Finland. A man in Finland. No more days sitting around. Gotta get up, head into town, find the way out to the square. Got the Phoenix waiting there for a man in Finland. A man in Finland bridge. solo good to hear, if I had one. Hit the square, take in the sights, then ride off into Helsinki's night. Kalsarakännit, not the plan. All Helsinki respects a man in Finland, a man in Finland. Not too bad. The transition between the F and the A's are a little wacky, and I'm working on that. And we'll get there. And the dings and clangs you are hearing are myself and one of our friends coordinating, because after the show, I'm going to go, and we're going to go drive out and get everybody signed in and registered and meet for dinner and have dinner. And then drive back here and pass out, and then get up next morning, load up the van, and go to the Clay Festival. So that is our plan. Now, real quick, related to this song, you'll notice I mentioned a word, Kalsarakännit, which is a Finnish, I don't know if you'd call it, it's an expression. It's an expression. It's not technically slang, not technically jargon. It's an expression. It's a cultural expression. Kalsarakännit, he said carefully, is in fact when you want to sit at home and drink in your underwear with no intention of going anywhere or doing anything else, just sitting at home in your underwear drinking. Now, I am both a fan. I am not a great big fan of drinking, but I am a pretty big fan of sitting around at home in your underwear because it's your bloody underwear. It's your bloody house, so why not? And I wrote this very quick little jingle. Because I could. I'm going to mangle the pronunciation. Kalsarakännit, sitting at home, drinking in your underwear. Kalsarakännit, when you just don't want to go nowhere. Sing along. Kalsarakännit, just sitting at home, having fun. The only problem is, it's intended to be done by just one. But if I had a choice, and I will tell you true, I'd be sitting home, drinking in my underwear with you. That is the Finnish Kalsarakännit song. Kalsarakännit, do it today. If your underwear are bloody, you should probably, yeah, the non-bloody underwear. But in this case, bloody, you see, we are separated by a common language here, Teppo. Because I speak American English, and you speak, I was taught English by someone, I was taught English because I'm a European and have some culture English. In this case, it's more of an expletive than anything else, and that's okay. So that's how that worked out. Olay. Nice. Which leads us, headlong and kamikaze-like, into song number 5. Already? Yes, song number 5. So... Teppo, I will never ever tell you this, tell you to do otherwise. Please, harness the fact that you know that English is not your first language. Always harness that. Harness it, use that, utilize it. It's so much fun. Because people have to then exercise more patience. And it's messing with people for the betterment of mankind. That's how I feel about that. So we're going to go straight from sitting at home drinking in your underwear to sitting on a flying mop, hurling live squid at people's faces. Yes, the SQUIDDITCH song. This is a very popular song. I am going to try and make some additional. I have some 2.5-inch Squidditch buttons. I don't have any favors that are Renaissance Festival friendly at this point. I'm looking at enamel pins and such, if I could invest in them and have it actually be something that I won't go broke doing. But I actually did have somebody tell me they had a squid plushie when I performed at Alamo City for Invasion. I mentioned the fact that I really love the idea of people like tossing a plush squid back and forth in the audience while I'm singing this song. Lightly, like a beach ball, not violently, like a dodgeball. So I said, I forgot my plushie today. It's like, well, that's all right. Now you know what to bring if you see me again. There are valiant There are valiant wizards the world around who seek and block and fly. But those wizards fly above the ground, they drop too fast, they die. Our sailing wizards have a game that's grand from start to finish. I speak, of course, of the legendary seafaring game of Squidditch. Get liquored up, fly around, hurl cephalopods. Mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We sit and fly and drink and drive and try to soar one or two. No puny ball would have the gall to blood your sternum mid. And you also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. Yay, Squidditch! I will mention, of course, that this is the only time I actually mention the name of the song in verse 1. So I try to get everybody to sing along with me. And, that way I don't feel quite so bad when big rousing of Sheriff Gay Squidditch, and it works surprisingly well, I gotta tell you. Load up on rum and bring your chum, shine up your flying mop, for the game is played from dusk till dawn or all the sailors drop. No point was scored, no numbered board will tell you if you won, but if all of us are in the drink, I guess the game is done. 'Cause there's no such thing as water Squidditch. It's simply everybody's fallen off their mops, mate. Ho! Mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to blood your sternum mid. And you also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. Yay, Squidditch! A game of skill, of daring, it calls for all your wit and luck. If you see a cephalopod fly by, well, I'd suggest you duck. For you have to stay upon your mop, and that takes all your wits. For a squid will try to cuddle just whatever it is it hits. Which is why the technical term for squid are, in fact, I'm not making this up, cuttlefish. Not sorry! Mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny... Hey! No puny ball would have the gall to blood your sternum in, and you also have the chance to compel your best friend with a squid. Hi, Ariel! You're watching the boating accident happen on Squidditch, which honestly, you know, there are worse places. Drink! I can't drink, I gotta strum. Drink on my behalf. Thank you. We swoop and swive and spin and strive and carrying into face, cause you never know when you'll end up with the squid stuck to your face. Ew, that the peril here is very real, and that, my friend, is that. For a sailor's game time's ending in a damp, resounding splat. Which is actually more like shh. That's the sound made by a live squid adhesing to a human face. However, I can't rhyme that. And I've tried, and I'm kind of angry about it. Ho! Mount your mops and soar above the briny wave so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. The puny ball would have the gall to blood your sternum mid, and you also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. Yay, Squidditch! The game is past, done far too fast. We all are in the drink, and you cannot tell whose team is which because of all the ink. Because it's a squid. Drink. That's the gate. Yes, the gate means the game is done. The squid has swum away and escaped. Let's clean up ourselves and go dry off and brag about the day. So no matter how many times you tell the story of when your best friend in the whole wide world caught a squid right in the bush, never gets old, does it? Oh, mount your mounts and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to blood your sternum it. And you also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. One more time, 'cause it's the end. Mount your mounts and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to blood your sternum it. And you also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. You also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. The point of this game, is you can belt your best friend with a squid. Yay, Squidditch! Pull! 4. All right. We made it through. Nobody died. Nobody died! Yay! There's always going to be one. In this case, we're like 1.5, but I think Squidditch was pretty much our big boating accident song today. Although Kay likes to refer to them as kayak incidents because I have a tendency to write myself again at the end of all the mayhem, which is good, and I take that as a compliment from Kay. Because Kay's a neat person. Salud. And now, my friends, the time has come for the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right, the last song in the set today. I'm continuing the theme of playing songs I have not played a whole lot because I need to rehearse, and a lot of this is going to be live rehearsal with online heckling. It's on that side over there. You see, I can see the screen here, and I have to point that way to that one. So it's like, it's over. It's in here somewhere. I would love to be able to do more of this stuff, but we do have to run a few errands, and one of the errands does involve packing ourselves into a vehicle and driving out into the wilds of northern San Antonio to achieve a few things before we have dinner. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. So they keep telling me it'll be fun. Excellent. And so, this song is dedicated to my friend Mike and Mike. Well, the one of them goes by Michael, and the other goes by the Dread Overlord Bubba. Both of whom are pretty much committed to taking over the world one way or the other. I could do a live road show. I don't mind that idea. I could try. I mean, they could certainly, you know, if I just get enough people to show up. So this song is one of my faves because it plays with, it has a lot of fun with seventh chords. No, that's not it. That's not it either. Where'd it go? Really? Where is it? Ah, you know what? I think it managed to not happen. All right. I thought I had changed it. So there's our official technical frou-for-all. That's okay. I will not be playing the Ding Dong Blues because I am going to be playing, he said, making this up as we go along, When I Help My Friend Take Over the World. That's right. Usually I just write take over, but you know what? It's the last song in the set, so I'm just going to give it you're going to get the full brunt of the name. Because I can do that. Makes extensive use of seventh chords and my friend F sharp major, which is fun, and an A, and D7, and C7, and G7. And when you put them all together, it goes something along the lines of this. So, yeah. All right. Here we go. Don't want to run things, but my friend can. They've got charisma, they've got the plan. My buddy's got the means, and by them I'll stand. When it comes to world domination, I'm their biggest fan. Well, I just can't wait to watch their plans unfurl when I help my friend take over the world. That's right. Uh-huh. Other words. Self-aware. World's a tricky place, so much to solve. My friend will let the challenge, well, they're resolved. They're gonna need some help to implement their plan, and I'll be quite happy to be their right-hand man, you know. Not second in command or anything, but like administrative. Paperwork. Someone's always got to do the paperwork. Well, I just can't wait to watch the plans unfurl when I help my friend take over the world. Oh, yeah. D7, C7, G7, and A. F sharp major, minor. Now, they're not evil, don't get them wrong. Their intent's moral, their ethics strong. They're simply gonna guide us to a better land. You'll barely notice their firm, yet gentle hand. Well, I just can't wait to watch their plans unfurl when I help my friend take over the world. Well, I just can't wait to watch my plans unfurl when I help my friend take over the world. Hang on, did I say mine or theirs? I said mine. Might as well own it. Well, I just can't wait to watch my plans unfurl when I help my friend take over the world. And so, under the auspices of profound allergy medicine, we come sliding in at the last possible moment before the elevator doors slam shut, making our way back downstairs to the underground parking garage, which is the end of the Troubadork Non-Commute show, as we return once again to this format. About every Friday, for now. There will be a few that will happen on random Sundays. If you are at all interested, I can put together a Google Calendar that you can add to your stuff, and I will see about doing that, and then we'll see if we can actually do it. And then you can figure out when I'm going to be doing this stuff, and I can figure out when I'm going to be doing this stuff, and it'll all work out pretty well. Once again, of course, Carpe Diem Comics is the official emotional support comic shop of the Tobias the Adequate Troubadork show. If you want to support adequacy in our lifetime, you can go to patreon.com/theadequate. I am Tobias the Adequate on PayPal. I am at The Adequate on Venmo, $ The Adequate on Cash App. I do, in fact, have... What is that other one? Funky... just sends me a Zelle. I have Zelle. Message me on Facebook, I'm Tobias the Adequate. Twitter, I'm at The Adequate. Instagram, I'm at The Adequate. TikTok, I'm at Tobias the Adequate. I just completely and utterly faked my way through playing the instrumental beginning of the song Jane in honor of our hero and our ace, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, winning the AEW All-Atlantic title. He's going to be putting that up for grabs in a 3-way match tonight. So I figured I'd do it now in case something goes horribly wrong then. I will be at Steampunk November in Mansfield. I will be at Kerrville Renaissance Festival all 3 weekends, and that's late January, early February. I have a verbal agreement to do the entire run of Sherwood Forest Fair. Then I'm going to take a nap. There will probably be some Friday shows here and there, but when we actually hit like the full run of these events, I will not be doing the Friday shows because I will need to rest. Because we all need to rest occasionally. All right, I think that's everything. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Be kind, be safe, be sane. Be decent, be funny, be adequate. You folks have been fantastic. Once again, I have been Tobias the Adequate, and I thank you for encouraging my behavior. See you guys next time. Take care.